welcome to Tirana, the bustling capital of Albania. So I've been here in Albania for about 3 weeks now, and I gotta say I'm absolutely in love with it, you know. A lot of people before I came here were saying, why would you go to Albania? Albania is dangerous. Albanians aren't nice people. Albania is a dirty place. Man, it couldn't be further from the truth. Of course, this place has like a very troubled past, as do a lot of countries in Eastern Europe, but the people here are amazing. The food is amazing. The city here in Tirana is really fun with some cool things to do. The countryside is beautiful. And it's just really diverse. You have mountains, you have crystal clear waters in the south, you have valleys, you have lakes, you have forests, you have hills, you have all kinds of amazing landscapes. But today we are not here to talk about landscapes. We are here to talk about what there is to do in 24 hours with 24 euros in this bustling city. So I have devised a plan that includes accommodation, food, activities and everything, all for 24 euros. So if you're anything like me, you travel on an extreme budget. I came here with very little money to spend, and that's why now I kind of know what to do in this city with very limited money. Now, I set myself a reasonably low budget, but today I'm going to show you how to survive in Tirana. Food, activities, transport and accommodation, everything for 24 euros. So at the time of making this video, 1 euro equals 123 lek, which means that we have 2,952 lek. Just to make things a little bit easier, let's round that up to 3,000 lek. So today we have 3,000 lek to play with. First things first, guys, accommodation. So we are staying today at D1 Hostel, which is right in the center of town. It's literally a street away from the center. It's quite cheap. It's only 860 lek for the night, and that's why I chose it. Now, it's not the greatest hostel in the world, but it's definitely not bad. It's clean, it's warm, it's right in the center of town, the people are friendly. It's a hostel, alright? I never said that we were gonna have a luxurious day with 24 euros, but that's the most important thing. Done, checked, let's go get some breakfast. Okay, so breakfast, the most important meal of the day, and I've got the classic Albanian food. Today we are going to be eating some local stuff, don't worry. So this is called a burek, and it's basically just like a cheese pastry. You can get them with spinach and cheese, you can get them just with spinach, you can get them with beans, you can get them with tomato. I got one just with cheese because I really like that. I also got a dal, which is like a yogurt drink. This is like the classic Albanian breakfast, alright? All of this was 110 lek. I don't need to tell you where I got the burek because you'll find them all over Albania. In every bakery, in every corner, on every street, you'll find somewhere selling burek. Alright, time to head to the main square. Okay, so we're here in Scannerback Square, which is the main part of town, and there's one thing that I do absolutely every time I go traveling, and that is go on a free walking tour. And I'm here with my buddy here who offers that service in Tirana.
Hello, hello, hey, welcome to Tirana, welcome to Albania. So I'm Gazi, I do the free walking tours of Tirana here. Anytime you come in Tirana, you're welcome to join our tours. 10 a.m. we start every day 10 a.m.
Where do we find you?
Well, right here next to the Opera House, you can see right there. And actually I'll be standing here, or one of my colleagues will be standing here with one of these badges, Tirana free walking tour.
So with the free walking tour, it is a tip-based service. You can pay whatever you want. It's not nice when someone walks you around for 2 hours and then you say, alright, it's free, see ya. So always tip. Let's assume that you're coming on a nice day. Let's assume you're coming outside of the pandemic. Let's assume there's people in your group. You can pay 5 euros. So that's 615 lek checked off for today. Scannerback Square here is the very center of town. It's named after the national hero. And if you think it looks good in the daytime, wait until you see it at night. So this is Scanderback Square. This is the dead center of town. It has a beautiful mosaic up behind me here. We've got the statue of Skanderbeg himself, who is the hero of Albania. He fought off the Ottomans. You've got a whole bunch of iconic landmarks around here, some nice flags everywhere, and it just lights up beautifully at night. Now check out the floor. All of these stones here come from all over Albania, so this is a way to like symbolically unify the country here in the center. Behind the old mosque, just to the side of the stair, we have the old clock tower. Now you can climb the clock tower for 200 lek and get a full panoramic view of the city. Let's check it out. Unfortunately, the beautiful mosque that's here is under renovation, so at the moment I'm not going to be able to see it. They are going to be finished soon, so surely by the time you get here it will be done. It's like a really beautiful old style mosque right here in the center of town. Our next stop today is literally just a stone's throw away from the tower, but we're not going to be visiting it. I'm just going to explain it because there's actually two of these. So this here is called Bunkart. To put it simply, I have another video that kind of covers this, and there's thousands I'm sure you can see on YouTube, but basically Albania has thousands of communist era bunkers, alright? So here in the city what they did was they turned one of them here into kind of an art installation. Now this really outraged the public, who thought the people were trying to bring back the memories of this time, but in reality it was a foreign investor, I think he was from Italy, who doesn't want the history to fade away. You know, you can't ignore the fact that something happened, and it's good to educate instead of ignore. Inside this bunker here, there's a lot of information just about what went on in that time. As you enter on the inside of the bunker, you'll see lots of pictures of faces. These are people who were killed by the regime at the time. This is Bunkart 2. We're going to be heading out just a little bit out of the city to Bunkart 1. So this is Bunkart. It is an old nuclear bunker that was built in the 70s that has been repurposed into a sort of museum of life under that communist regime. But I'm not going to walk through the museum and explain anything. That's for you to do when you come here. This is something that I'm going to spoil for you. It's the very end of the exhibit, but it absolutely blew my mind. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heavily fortified doors. So entrance into Bunkart is 500 lek and the bus is 40. So let's say that's 580 to get from the center out here, explore and go back. It's really worth it. I mean, I had a really great time. I've seen a lot of like old communist era stuff in different cities and different places around the world, but this is definitely one of the best, and especially because it's not Soviet, you know? Like you can go to so many countries and see Soviet this, Soviet that. This was unique, this was Albanian. They have a really interesting history, a really sad history, and this is a really fantastic place where you can really get a feel for what life would have been like back then, and just to give you an idea of why things are like they are now, why you see bunkers everywhere, and let's be honest, who doesn't want to come and take some cool pictures in an old bunker? Let's go get some food, yeah, because I am starving. Alright, lunchtime. So these are a bunch of little bars. There's like 4 or 5 of them. I don't know the name, to be honest. They're literally just a 3, 4, 5 minute walk from Scannerback Square, which is just down this way. The same street that takes you up to Bunkart is where these bars are. Now they do like char-grilled meats. This is like a real typical thing in the Balkans. I've been here like 3 or 4 times already, and actually the last time I came here ended in disaster. I got accidentally very drunk. Ladies and gentlemen, what a glorious nightmare. I literally sat down to just have like some food, a little beer, and continue my day. I was gonna go make a video. I sit down and I drink my raki, I drink my beer, I start eating my food, and the gentleman on the table next to me order a whole nother beer for me, a whole liter of beer. So I'm already kind of tipsy, and if I if I finish this beer, I'm not gonna be able to make any more videos for the rest of the day. So what do you say? Do you want to go get some cheap, delicious char-grilled meats? Let's go. Okay, so I sat down, ordered, and it came out to me like literally a minute later. So all I've ordered, guys, are what they call here chofted or cevapci in like other Slavic countries they call that. And it's basically just like a skinless sausage, alright? Now they cost 30 lek each. I got 6, that's 180 lek. No drinks, no nothing. Today is extreme budget day, but this stuff is really filling. They put some nice onion on top, comes with a little bit of salt. And also there's a lot of other stuff on the menu. If you want to spend a little bit more than 24 euros, let's say you want to spend 30 euros today, you can eat like a king here. There's a lot of good food. Stuff's so good. Nothing like char grilled meat. I swear to God, it's like my favorite food in the whole world. Anything char grilled, I'm all about it. And like I said before, 180 lek for all of that. And this will fill you up. This is like only little, but it's really thick, thickly packed little sausages, bit of onion. They might even bring you some bread. Get a beer, get some water, get a drink while you're here. Why not? But I'm on a budget today. Now, being winter and being that it's getting dark early and considering that it's raining a lot, it's understandable why so many of these markets are closing up. But in here you can find a whole bunch of fresh produce. There's a guy who sells antiques. There's loads of tobacco. People sell raki, like the grappa. This is like a homemade alcohol that they sell throughout the Balkans and it's very popular here. And there's all kinds of stuff, souvenirs. It's only a tiny little market and it's all undercover, thank God. And it's literally just around the corner from where we just had food. If you ask around for the bazaar, everyone will show you exactly how to get here. It's only like a 2-minute walk from where we were eating before. Really beautiful, but unfortunately it's closing at the moment. Well, nothing to stop us going for a little walk, hey? So just like that, we've had breakfast, we've gone on a walking tour, we've seen some bunkers, we've had lunch, and we've checked out some markets. Now look guys, you don't need me to show you around the city and to show you everything there is to do in Tirana. This is simply a guide to show you that it is possible to have a cool day here for very little money. This isn't what you must do in Tirana. This is just simply a guide for budget travelers or for people who don't want to break the bank on how you can have a fun day here. So with that being said, I'm gonna let you discover Tirana. So, it's getting dark, you've had a little walk around the center here, the lights are on and everything's beautiful, but you're feeling hungry. You don't want to break the bank, so you're thinking, maybe I can get some fast food. Now, when I think of fast food in Australia, I think of Hungry Jack's, which is Burger King to us, McDonald's, KFC's and things like that. But a really cool thing about Albania, and indeed a lot of countries around here, is that they have really nice fast food. Check this out. Okay, so strictly speaking, this is Greek food. It's not Albanian food. But the really cool thing about this place is that it has a lot of influence from like the Ottoman era, Turkish time. So you can get like kebabs and wraps and that kind of stuff. because of its proximity to Greece, there's like a lot of real good Greek food and Greek style food. You'll find these things everywhere. There's really good Italian food due to the fact that Italy kind of meddled around with Albania for a long time. There's also a lot of like Slavic influenced food, like the stuff that you saw that we had for lunch. And of course there's some really nice Albanian traditional cuisine. Now don't get me wrong, there is a lot of good food and you can get some really nice Albanian food for quite little money, but today is all about saving money. I'm not bothered by that at all. I want this because it's cheap, it's delicious, and it's gonna keep me full for the rest of the night. And this bad boy here, and look at the size of this thing by the way, like it's big, it's full of chips and meat. This is 170 lek. While I've been here in Albania, I've been getting one of these almost every day because they're cheap, they're readily available, and they're freaking delicious. And on top of that, a lot of the places actually like make their own bread. You can see them doing it. So it's all fresh and freaking delicious. I can't understand Albanian or Greek, but there's a few different ones you can get, not just chicken and pork. Or maybe it's chicken and pork with different mixtures. But there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 options on the menu. And there's another one here, which I think is just a big one. By the way, it's like not stopped raining since I got here. I've been here for almost 3 weeks, and I think I've had maybe 1 day of half sunshine and then 2 days of sunshine but clouds. And Albania isn't known for its rainy weather. It's actually generally got really nice like Mediterranean weather. And it's been cold and raining the whole time. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are done. I told you, I told you it would be possible to spend only 24 euros in 24 hours here in Tirana. And guess what? We still have change, we still have some money to spend. I know exactly how we can finish our night with those few last coins we have. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say goodbye, I'm going to bed, but before I do, let me just quickly say one more time that Albania is a really good place to travel. I have absolutely loved my time here, mostly for the people. The people here are fantastic. I've received 10 out of 10 hospitality everywhere I've gone, and that's definitely been my favorite part about it. Also, as you've seen in this video, as I said before, and as most of you probably know, Albania is a fantastic place for backpack travelers like myself. It's possible to come here and have a great time without spending very much money at all. Also, if anyone watching this follows my plans, please let me know. Drop a comment, it'd be great to see what you have to say. But please keep in mind that there are other places you can go and eat for more or less the same amount of money as I have today. There are other things to see and do that cost more or less the same. There's so many things to see and do here in Tirana. This is just what I did on one particular day. So guys, I'm off to bed. I'm super tired. It's been a long day. Thank you very much for watching. Until the next time we meet, I've got plenty of adventures coming from here very soon, so stay tuned to the channel. Until then guys, see you later. Bye bye.